What's going on, everybody? This is Lady Luck here again. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So I just got wind of this video here. Shout out to Black Anonymous for giving me heads up on this. Marianne Lorient did a video post on what seems like Umar gave her some money. It's so weird. So we gotta check out this video. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the Lady Luck Club because I am still aiming to get 30,000 supporters within 3 days by September 30th. I know it can be done. I've been praying on this, and I am just so blessed to have the growth that I have seen so far here in the Lady Luck Club. And I do believe it is very possible to get more. There are over 1 billion users on YouTube. So 30,000 supporters to get this great content and information. Not a hard ask. And I am still pushing for that. So you guys can help in that endeavor by hitting the like button, making sure that you subscribe to the Lady Luck Club, share the content, and consider becoming a member. We are learning Spanish and our members only. So I am looking forward to our class tomorrow featuring Duolingo. But in the meantime, let's get to this. This is on Marianne Lorient's channel. And it says here, Umar Johnson paid Marianne Lorient. So, yeah. Let's get to it. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section.
Good afternoon, family. It's Marianne.
What's going on?
We're experiencing 85-degree weather in the month of September for Ohio. That's amazing. So I figure I'd come outside and do this video. The weather is beautiful. We're exorbitant in before winter hit. We could have some pretty harsh winter in Ohio. So the reason I wanted to come out to make this video, it's because I received a check as a settlement from Dr. Umar Johnson. During the week, I received an email.
God.
And the email was not claiming to sue me. It was from his attorney at Cleveland Law Firm, which has a sister firm and where he's from, Philly. So they reached out. They wanted to have a dialogue. They wanted to give me a form of payment for my hardship that I dealt with Dr. Umar, for my donation, and then for my therapy. What I did say, I went to therapy in one of the videos, so they did their homework pretty thoroughly. They wanted to reimburse me for that.
Yeah.
And he wanted to move forward and not have me make disparaging video about him anymore.
Oh, wait a minute. Disparaging videos? Umar, you are a coward. You chose to be a public figure. You are subjected to criticism. No one cares if you like it or not. And if that be the case, you might as well just start doling out checks to everybody on YouTube. I mean, he did put Marianne Lorient through some hell, though. I mean, think about it. She did a film called The Awakening. And his character was supposed to be played by an actual actor. Umar wanted to play himself, and then he gave her a hard time throughout the entire film, and then turned around and tried to sue her for $500,000, which is a slap suit, by the way. And I know his attorneys understand what that is. It's a slap suit. And of course, winning the rights to the film, which she said, no, you're not getting it. Kick rocks. And now they've called her to reach some sort of a settlement, I would assume from the actual slap suit, where he was trying to sue her for $500,000 in rights to the film. And she told him to kick rocks barefoot. And now they're giving her a settlement check. But it shouldn't be just to not disparage him, because then you're trying to silence free speech and free press here. And that's not something you don't do that. We have constitutional rights and protections in the United States of America, Umar. You Prince of Pan Crust Pizza. You do not get to silence anyone with a check regarding videos you deem to be disparaging, because let's define disparaging here. You not liking someone calling you Oompa Loompa is probably disparaging to you. But does that mean that you turn around and give that person a check to say, hey, can you not call me Oompa Loompa anymore, Lady Luck Club? Now, me personally, I'll take the money and still call you a Oompa Loompa. I will tell you, thank you, Oompa Loompa, as you give me the check. Because you can't pay away free speech. That's not how it works. And if you don't like our constitutional rights in the U.S., Umar Johnson, you can take your ass to Africa. I told you that. So hopefully he gave her a settlement because of all the hardship and all of the hard times he was giving her, the slap suits, the pain and suffering, the headache, and the cyber stalking, and all these things he was doing to her because of that, not because of disparagement in videos. No one should be silencing free speech and expression here. This is just, I hope that's not what he thinks he's going to get out of this. And I hope she did not tell him, oh yeah, I'm not going to say anything bad about you anymore, when he considers anything bad if it's not kissing his ass. But, let's continue on.
Okay. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, disparaging video. I don't understand. Can you elaborate on that? Well, Miss Lorient, you're getting on your YouTube video, you're saying he's dating outside his race, which is factual. He doesn't date outside his race. I said, okay, so we're having a dialogue.
Who cares?
Let me put some clarification. Well, we don't need. I said, you're going to allow me to speak, sir. You're going to allow me to have clarification. I said, first of all, I was gracious and I was kind. All I said on that YouTube video, he wanted a scene with a Caucasian woman. I said, but I took my phone because we were having the Zoom meeting on my laptop, on my Apple laptop. So I took my phone on block and I sent a text. Bleep. It went beep. I said, that beep you hear next to him, that's me texting him his own message, which is his acting number, his own message. I said, in that message, this is from Dr. Umar. He told me, Queen, this is how we're going to do this scene. I'm going to be bare-chested. This woman's going to have exposed breasts, and she's going to be pressing against my chest. I don't know if he thought I was doing a porn video, because we told him a feature film. But moving along, and they're like, well, we don't need. I said, well, I'm going to finish. Whether you want to hear it or not, I'm going to finish. I said, that's what he wanted. And then the scene, I'm going to break it down to you, family. The scene was for him to go, he came to his senses because he had a moment of weakness. This is him typing all this garbage to me. He came to his weakness because he had a moment of weakness, and he's going to go, no, I am a Pan-African leader. I can't stoop to this level. Black queen forever, Snow Bunny never, and I'm going to throw her off the bed. This is what he wanted to incorporate in the movie. No! And I said, no, we're not doing that. And I told you guys in the video, I regret it. Yeah.
This is insane. He was going to throw a woman off the bed because he called her a snow bunny and wanted to give this appearance that he doesn't commingle with white women. Can we go back to the point of, we just go back a little bit. We got to go back a little bit. Yeah, I see some exposing of stuff. Okay. Let's go back. Because I'm still confused a little bit about this whole disparaging thing.
I said, first of all, I was gracious and I was kind. All I said on that YouTube video, he wanted a scene with a Caucasian woman. I said, but I took my phone because we were having the Zoom meeting on my laptop, on my Apple laptop. So I took my phone on block and I sent a text. Bleep. It went beep. I said, that beep you hear next to him, that's me texting him his own message, which is his acting number, his own message. I said, in that message, this is from Dr. Umar. He told me, Queen, this is how we're going to do this scene. I'm going to be bare-chested. This woman's going to have exposed breasts, and she's going to be pressing against my chest. I don't know if he thought I was doing a porn video, because we told him a feature film. But moving along, And they're like, well, we don't need. I said, well, I'm going to finish. Whether you want to hear it or not, I'm going to finish. I said, that's what he.
First of all, if they're calling her to offer her money, it will be wise for them to shut the hell up and let her speak. Because you guys are obviously trying to pay her for her silence.
Wanted. And then the scene, I'm going to break it down to you, family. The scene was for him to go. He came to his senses because he had a moment of weakness. This is him typing all this garbage to me. He came to his weakness because he had a moment of weakness, and he's gonna go, no, I am a Pan-African leader. I can't stoop to this level. Black Queen forever, Snow Bunny never, and I'm gonna throw her off the bed. This is what he wanted to incorporate in the movie, and I said, no, we're not doing that. And I told you guys in the video, I regret it. What I would give to have these footage of this woman breast implanted in his chest. I would have loved it. Okay, so I said I was gracious, but since you're telling me I'm making this sparing video, I'm telling you how the video was made, and then this was his requirement. And then they're like, well, okay, we're not really going to go into detail. I said, you want to have a conversation, we're going to go into detail.
Yep.
We're going to go into detail, sir. He's like, okay, Miss Marianne, Miss Lorient, can you calm down? I said, I'm calm. I said, I'm an African-American woman. A woman's nature is emotional. I'm a passionate person. I'm calm. I'm collective. No one is irate, and no one.
I would have been like, dude, you called my phone talking about you want to pay me some money. Because obviously you realize that your client has royally fucked up. So you can hear my ranting now, or I can tell you kick rocks with this and you can face me in court where you will probably have to pay me a lot more. I don't even know how this, like, it seems like the sentiment was about the disparaging comments. And it's like, I'm not going to stop giving free speech and speaking my mind and giving my opinion. If he thinks that's going to stop, he's got another thing coming. You're not going to shut down free speech over here. That's not how this works. He can kick rocks. But you can pay me for that slap suit and all the expenses that I paid to get an attorney and pay retainers for an attorney for that slap suit that he thought he was going to file against me. Yeah, you can pay me back that money. But you're not paying me to be silent and not give my opinion and thoughts when it comes to Umar's ass. Hell no.
Angry. So, and then they're like, well, also, we're going to start with the film. And then you know how some of the content creator, they took Awaken and they did a blow to blow, like they were like discussing the film. I felt that's what we were doing. I kid you not. They must have watched that film at least once or twice. They were on point with everything. So they were going blow to blow to tell me, we're gonna compensate you for the time when Jermaine Jackson. So they call him by his film name, not by Dr. Umar. When Jermaine Jackson arrived in the home to comfort Rebecca after the loss of her son. So this is the scene on the couch. So I'm sitting here, I'm listening. I'm like, okay. They're like, so we're gonna compensate you because you lost the actress. So this is what you guys, a lot of the content creators didn't kind of miss. Okay. When he arrived to comfort Rebecca, when she opened the door, she was supposed to open the door. They were supposed to have a moment of emotional, because she's that young man's aunt. She's Rebecca's sister. So there was so much mess with him with the female on the set. Something went down with this young woman, so you guys only got that one scene with her on the porch. So what? I lost the scene. I lost 2 scenes with her. So they reimbursed me for that. So the scene when the door was open, it was my cinematographer that opened the door, and all he did is just point it. That's all he did. That was the last scene we filmed. That day it was me, one cinematographer. There was 2 people on the thing. Me, Antonio, and then Lisa, who is like set coordinator. Like she gets the craft together. You know, she's set coordinator. Gotcha. And it was the guy who's supposed to drive him around, his security. He showed up, and I'm like, you're not part of the scene, but he showed up that day. That's the only people that understand. He was upstairs putting his dashiki on. Okay? He's upstairs putting his dashiki on. And then when I realized this girl's not going to show up, I knew what transpired between him and this girl, the hot mess, So I said, Antonio, you just step in. You just open the door. Because Lisa, she didn't want to get on video. She's like, I'm.
So he and the young lady had some sort of relations or something, Is that what happened? And she left the scene, or I don't want to ask too many questions. I just want to enjoy the story. All right.
I don't like him. I don't want to be part of this. And I'm the producer. That day I had I'm the producer because I said so. I had like a movie T-shirt on. I didn't have the proper attire, and I wasn't trying to run upstairs. We've been filming all day. I'm exhausted. I said, you just open the door and let them in. So they were going. I'm saying this to give you an example. They were going blow to blow the entire film on what they're gonna compensate me. And then they're like, you said you have therapy, we need you to provide your session, we're gonna reimburse you for that. First of all, my insurance paid for that, and second of all, it was like a co-payment. It was a co-payment, which like they wanted to reimburse me for everything. So I was
Yeah,
I was on.
Their job is to reimburse you for the full charges. Doesn't matter if your insurance paid for it or not. That's irrelevant. You give them the actual invoice bill from the physician. So they don't even need to know what your insurance covered. All they need to see is the full invoice bill, because that's how we work with anything else. If you're in a car accident and the other party's at fault, you send over the full invoices of all medical bills, and regardless of whether your insurance paid it or not, just send them the full bill. That's it. And let them reimburse you for that. The end. That's simple.
It's about that. And then for my hardship, I guess the stress he put me through during the filming, and they're like, moving forward, you're not going to go and make any more disparaging video about him, because if you continue, then he's going to have to take some action. He's tired. He wants it to end. I said, first of all, every time I made a video, it's because he reached out. He's the one who's sorting me out. I said, we're having this meeting because y'all reached out.
Right.
I said, every time I'm having some kind of connection with him or some kind of reaction, is because of him. My reaction is based on his action. I said, he leaves me alone, we're not gonna have a problem. No, we're not gonna have a problem. You understand? And then they're like, what else they said? They're like, yeah, so I'm glad we're having this dialogue. We're going to give you 68,600. I left the checks up there. I hadn't even cashed a check yet. Your check's still up there. But what I did do, I sent a copy of that check to Honor, because I promised Honor when I get paid, I would return back on this show, and then I would do let the people know I got my money back. You understand? And I said nobody made no disparaging video about it, because I still had kept hope alive. Because I said if FDMG did open, I would show up because I'm a donor. I was part of the dream. You understand? You understand? So I'm saying to myself, and then I don't know if you guys saw his little dark video that he made, and that's very symbol. He made that's shame. That's shame, making that video in the dark. And I brought, what's that thing? No, I'm just saying this. No, I'm just saying this. I ain't saying nothing bad. Okay, that's my attorney talking. Okay, somebody asked him, why haven't you addressed? No, I'm just addressing this. I'm done with it. Yeah, why haven't you addressed Marianne Lorient's accusation? And then in his little video, I'm not talking about her. That woman ain't even worth my time. All the slander in the world can't stop me. First of all, Why don't you talk about I got paid? Talk about that, you chatty patty. Talk about that. And I'm calm. I'm calm. Okay. She want me to calm. But anyway, I got paid. Family. Let him talk about that. Because in the meeting, I told him I'm coming out. I'm going to come out and say I get this payment. And I'm going to come out and say we had this meeting. And then moving forward, he stay out of my face. I'm going to stay out of his face. And they're like, Miss Lorient, you're not going to have any more issue out of him. And we're expecting not to have any more issue out of you. I said, well, the whole internet's making video about it. Who else y'all have a meeting with? We're talking.
They can send me $5,000, but I'm still talk my shit because I'm an independent journalist. I'm not going to stop talking about them, but you know, I don't take bribes. I just want you to know, Umar, you've just given me $5,000 today. But just because you can't handle words does not mean that you go around paying people off because you think everybody's disparaging you. No one cares. No one cares. So, we have free speech and free press, freedom of expression here, and you can't pay everybody off. Like, you gave her a hard time about a film. You tried to sue her for $500,000. And now you guys are trying to turn around and offer her 68,000 funky dollars when it was nowhere near what you were trying to sue her for. You tried to sue her for $500,000 and the rights to your film. And of all that you put Marianne Lorient through, she had to go to a police station because you knew that you had purchased a membership and all these things, and you were doing everything you were doing to keep up with it. But it would not ever cause me to stop saying my opinion of someone, because that is a God-given right we have under the U.S. Constitution, a protection, a freedom that we have here. He chose to be a public figure. He's not God. And you should be able to speak about him freely under First Amendment rights and give your criticism and to give your opinion about him without it being, oh, I'm taking you to court because you said it, I'm short. Like, get out of here. So, I'm glad that she got her money for that, but hopefully this is not a bribery to just to shut her up, as opposed to focusing on the issues where he definitely owed her some money.
You, Miss Lorient. I said, you damn Skippy, you talking to me. And then I'm sloppy, right? I got a little messy. I called. No, I'm talking about the one in Columbus. I called the attorney, the one he started off with, who tried to sue me with him. In the beginning, I explained that to you. I called them. I said, you know what? It's funny. It's getting dark out here. I have light on the side if you want to go and put it on. I said, it's funny. Umar called and had a meeting with a settlement. You weren't in the lineup. And he was like, Miss Lorient, why are you reaching out to me? There's nothing to discuss. I said, I'm reaching out to you to let you know that he threw you under the bus. Miss Lorient, you called me a gorilla. I said, I called you a gorilla? I said, no, I didn't call you a gorilla, sir. A gorilla is a majestic, intelligent animal. I called you a monkey. That's what I called you. He's like, Miss Lorient, there's nothing to discuss. And he hung up the phone me. That's fine. A monkey is what I called you. And I'm not taking that back. So, family, it's getting dark out here. I didn't realize how quickly it's gotten dark. It's just so beautiful. I should have probably done the video earlier. So it's like, so when I sent a copy to the check when Mr. Honor had me on his show. See, Honor, he got, while he's interviewing, he could show you little slide pictures, and he got a new computer. So it's gonna be the bomb. He announced something, he got a new computer. Now, I'm a filmmaker. I pay people to capture picture, so I'm not tech savvy like that to put a little slide while I talk to you guys. But I told you guys, when I get my money back, I was going to come and speak to the people, and that's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing, family. And you know what? It still breaks my heart. All these people that have lost money. All these people that have lost money. And I'm telling you guys right now, if his intention was to open the school, why would you give me some money back? There's not going to be FDMG. There's not going to be a school, family.
It
And
never
I say
was
that
going
with
to open.
heavy heart because I was a contributor, I was a supporter. There's not going to be a school. No, sir, there's not going to be a school. No, ma'am, there's not going to be a school. So, all of you, he has some of his supporters that did take a few jab here and there at me. So, for you that are taking a few jab at me, explain them giving me a check. Explain that. Explain that, them giving me a check. Family, is getting dark out here. I want to thank you all for supporting me. I want to thank you all for standing by me while I went through this difficult time with him. And you know what? There's no reason to make no video about him anymore. But
but if you need to speak your mind, speak your mind.
I'm just hurt for those who hasn't gotten their money back. But you know what? One advice I would give all of y'all: if you got receipt, make a video. Make a video. Don't light up on him. Make a video. It's okay. I'm asking people to make video. Okay, she's saying I'm saying too much now. You understand? Make a video. Okay, I'm done. Okay, family, she want me to get off this. It is getting dark anyway. I want to say thank you to all my YouTube subscriber. And if you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you. Good night, and I apologize. I did not realize how dark it would have gotten. Thank you. Till next time, Marianne.
All right.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. And if things could.
So that was her video that she did on Umar giving her $68,000 for painting suffering and disparaging remarks and all that blah blah blah, things he can't handle. Oh boy. So you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the Lady Luck Club, and check the description of the video as well for our Dr. Squatch products that will be tagged in the description of the video for soap and deodorants and toiletries and lotions and fragrances and all those good things. Make sure you check the description of the video for the Dr. Squatch products that are tagged, and ways to donate to the Lady Luck Club. Cash App, LadyLuckClubLLC, and then there is Zelle at LadyLuckClubLLC at yahoo.com. Of course, supers are appreciated. We're trying to hit 30,000 supporters by September 30th, and we're getting it done. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope that Umar does not make this a pattern of behavior where he thinks he's just going to give off a bunch of money to people just so they can stop saying bad words about him. Like that's not how that works. But either way, hopefully her lawyer will go over everything before they sign it, and go from there. But until the next one, hit the like button and subscribe. I will see you all in the next video. Deuces. Lady Luck Club out.